If I can't last one lousy minute, then perhaps I deserve to die.
What's going on, you guys? It is Monday, the 13th of July. It's 4 a.m. making our pre. It's chess day, everybody's favorite day. I gotta make my pre. We're running late. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Running out of creatine.
It early.
That's 4 a.m. But I woke up at 3:39. Yeah. Salud.
Oh, this was way much more better this amount.
Off we go.
There's nothing you can do to stop me!
A beautiful day today out in West Texas. ODT. Actually, it's not even Odessa, it's Midland. We're out in Midland today. Beautiful day. We got cloudy weather, a little bit of sprinkles. I ain't no weatherman, but I feel like it's gonna rain.
If there's anything left to give, I need it now. Prepare to join this filthy orb in oblivion! If I can't last one lousy minute, then perhaps I deserve to die.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Back at it again. Today was chess day. Killed it today. Mike was in here with his clients, and they were killing it. Man, I love their vibe. They're always man, what's that guy's name, man? He's always in here hyping everybody up.
That's my boy Clarence, man.
Clarence, I love that guy. He's always hyping everybody up, man. Like puts me in my zone, man. Honestly. But we're having to do this interview again just because the last video, the audio cut out. So we're gonna go ahead and scrap that one. We did make a real short out of it, which I thought was beautiful. I loved it. So going right into it, Mike, what's one piece of advice you've given a member that changed their life?
Um, Learning how to turn that motivation of being here into a discipline, into a consistency, helping them understand that it's the hard work that's going to get them to where they want to be. Right? I mean, once they get past that point, man, it's a whole nother level for them. Once they see that they can do it every day, and proving to themselves that they can do it every day, that's it right there, man. It unlocks the doors to everything. So not just what they do here, but what they do out in the outside world as well. So.
See, and I've always been told it takes 21 days to form a good habit, and it takes half the time, if not less, to break that good habit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and it's the truth, right? Because when you're forming habits, unless it's a habit that you really truly like, you're not getting a dopamine response, right? Exactly. So it's a lot easier to get a dopamine response from not doing something that's hard to do. Yeah. So a lot of times it doesn't take very long to break it, to get a habit, get out of a habit. So yeah, staying, fortified in it, stay doing it every day, consistent, and doing it for survival versus fun makes a huge difference.
Survival over fun. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one, and that one's a new one, and I like that. I like that because it brings about a new perspective as far as like you said, that dopamine response. Nah, you don't constantly get that, and whenever you have too much of that, it's like it's overwhelming, or it's just sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes, you know what I mean. So, Mike, if you could train with any bodybuilder or athlete from any era, what would it be and why, or who would it be? Sorry.
Man, taking me back there. So, I mean, man, the old school guys, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with them. Your Columbos, your Schwarzeneggers, all those guys, man. I think to me, they're one of the greatest inspirations. You see them working together. I know there's a video floating around out there, and you might be able to find it. If not, I'll probably send it to you. Okay. But they're doing donkey raises, man, and it's guys. Yes, man. I mean, that's camaraderie, man. I mean, there wasn't like no homo stuff in it, not like that. I mean, it was just like you're doing this to get better, get stronger. They work together, and I love that, man. Like I love that deal. Now, I'm not gonna put you on my back. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, no. Hey, I'm pretty heavy, so I don't know.
but I'm just messing around. But yeah, stuff like that though. The mindset that they had back then was different from the mindsets today, and I really want to bring that back. Especially to this youth. To the young guys that don't understand how that was back then. These men work together every step of the way.
Yeah. And it's funny that you bring that up because it feels like nowadays everybody just wants to tear each other down. So there's a comment on that YouTube reel. It was like cereal gains, and they didn't spell it quite right. So I'm like, bro, like I'm making progress here, and this is the point of this channel, was to show everybody I'm starting from a higher weight. I'm starting from I'm basically obese, you know what I mean? And coming in here every day has really shown that I'm putting in that work. Now, I don't mean to blow my own whistle or nothing like that, but that's the point of this YouTube, is to show people you need to be able to do it consistently and doing the same thing every day as far as diet goes and having that discipline. You got to do it every day. So it even goes as far as outside of the gym, right? You got that discipline in the kitchen and making sure you're making those, those thoughts, intentional.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like I said before, you're doing it for survival versus fun, man. A lot of food tastes great. Don't get me wrong. It's going to taste good. But the bad food's going to taste even better. So, eating stuff that you may not like as much, but it's more for your health and more for your gains and more for what you're trying to accomplish, versus eating stuff that just tastes good and it's going to go against everything you're trying to do.
Exactly. All right, Mike. So another thing, what's the biggest misconception people have about owning a gym?
So with that it's easy work. It's not easy work. So there's nothing easy about owning a gym. Yes, we are a self-sufficient gym here. However, even if it would just be me and my wife, it's not easy. There's a lot of upkeep. You have to work on keeping your members, happy. Of course, they're the ones that pay the bills, at the end of the day. So, but the main focus here, and I tell a lot of people is that they don't see is just the little stuff, the re-racking of the weights and, coming in here, cleaning up every day,
I see that.
Yeah.
I get heated,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah.
Other day I seen 2 plates on the bench and I was like starting to get heated. I was like, oh man, these guys, man, I'm telling you.
And that's what it is, and like I don't get angry over that stuff, it's like, okay, if I do see somebody, I might go back and look at the cameras. It's like, hey man, like, if you don't mind, just re-rack your weights, you know what I mean? And I'm nice about it, like I said, of course, right? I might start charging $1 per pound, leaving them weights on there, you know what I mean? Come on. No, I'm just messing. But no, at the end of the day, man, I want people to be happy here, so I don't mind coming in here and doing that little extra work just to make sure everybody's happy and where they need to be. So.
All right, so this one's not on the list, but it kind of popped up while I was thinking about it. We were at a gym in San Angelo, and they had some equipment. When are you gonna get some new equipment in here? We had it was a belt squat. Man, that thing killed. And then the donkey calf raises, I thought that one was spectacular. And then donkey kickbacks. I know the women love that one as far as the what is it, the hip thrust? Yep.
Yep. So our goal here is basically we don't have a lot of space. That's our biggest thing. So whatever we bring something in, we got to take something out pretty much. So we got to figure out we play that little game here. But outside of that, man, my next goal is of course to get a stair stepper. The biggest thing I want to get a sauna in there put in. So yeah. We're trying to get a sauna at least there, and then we'll start working equipment from there. But for the meantime, you need to work out in any of those areas, let me know, man. I got you. I can put you on. So we don't need machines for that. I promise you, I got workout. So.
And it was just those machines, man. It was like we're thinking about it. We're like, man, Mike's got to get these machines in there. No, but we got everything we need here, man. That's for sure. I mean, that's the whole, like you said, the camaraderie and the old school era gym. Like that's what it feels like in here. It feels like I'm training with those people from back in the day. You know what I mean?
Sure, absolutely.
All right. So, last question before we got to head out. What separates the people who actually reach their goals from the ones who quit?
Oh, man. I'll tell you this. The way we do one thing is the way we do everything. It's a really big thing, man. And if you take a second and look at your life, and if you're the type of person that snoozes in the morning, right? You wake up, hit that snooze button 3 or 4 times. That's how you're going to do everything in life, right? You're going to put stuff off. You're going to procrastinate. The one that separates, the biggest separation is the people that act. Whenever it's time to go, they go. You know what I mean? They don't sit there and wait. They don't try to, what if? Those are the people that get stuff done. Those are the ones that make stuff happen in their lives. They manifest it quickly, right? No matter the fear, no matter what else is coming their way, they just go, right? Getting into that mindset is something totally different. It really is. But once you do, it gets addictive. It becomes addictive, right? And you want to keep doing that. And that's where you want to get to in life, is to a point where you're moving forward consistently without fear of what's going to happen next.
Right. So that definitely separates everybody, right? As far as like the ones that want to be consistent, and like you said, the ones that just flop out. Which we want to motivate people to not flop out. We want to motivate them to keep going and push. And one thing I wanted to touch on from our last interview, we talked a lot about God, and that's something I want to start bringing to this channel, especially since I'm starting my journey, my own personal journey. And you motivated me even more to fast. And we didn't do the 3-day fast. We didn't do the 72. I couldn't. I was starving. I was hangry, getting mad at April for no reason. I tried. I definitely tried. And we read our Bible. We did all that. You mentioned something about a leadership group or something that you lead. Can we touch base on that?
So basically, like what I like to do for me, I do life coaching, but I do Christian life coaching, right? So basically for men, even women too sometimes, but it is predominantly men, and helping them find a firm foundation with God, and getting them to a point where they can see in their lives how they can go from living in their own kingdom, their own personal kingdom to living in God's kingdom, the way He wants us to live, the way He wants us to walk, and be staples of who He is, represent Him. You know, a lot of times we get so caught up in our own worlds that we don't realize what we're taking as idols over here versus where we should be giving our love and all of our attention to, you know, God first every time, right? So living in His kingdom, walking in His, you know, His faith, blind faith, you know, He will give you everything that He wants. He will provide for you and everything. So,
Man. And so what do we got to do to have you as a life coach? Because I do want to look more towards that. Like I said, I'm starting my journey with God. I want to read the scripture more, pray more. I want to learn how to pray. I'm not very good at it, so I want to learn how to pray. April's the one that mainly prays for us, and you know, she's great with prayer, man. And it's just sometimes I'm just like, man, I need to be praying. I'm the one that needs to be doing the praying. You know what I mean? Like over both of us. But what do we got to do to be able to find you as a coach or anybody that wants to join? What do we have to do that?
The main thing is going to be just setting up a consultation with me. The best way to get me, of course, is by phone. You know, my phone number is 432-305-4333. You can just text me, call me there. I'll send you a link, set up a consultation, come in and meet with me. And that's it. That's the biggest thing. You know, we'll sit down, we'll talk about it, see where you're at in your journey, and kind of get you started on your steps. Okay. Next steps.
That's awesome. All right, Mike. Well, we got to get out of here. I appreciate it. I know we had to redo this,
Yep.
But everybody hit up Mike for a consultation or whatever you need. Also, gym membership, hit us up, hit Mike up, whatever y'all need. It's, you know, Mike's here for y'all. We'll see y'all.